In a bustling West African city, there lived a wealthy merchant. He was known across markets and villages as a man of order, of rules, of discipline. To him, success came not from luck but from structure, punctuality, and unwavering control. He ruled his household the same way he ruled his businesses, with a stern voice and sharp judgment. In his grand compound worked a woman from the outskirts of the city. She was quiet, respectful, and carried herself with the dignity of someone who had endured much. For years, she cooked his meals, cleaned his house, and cared for his only son as though he were her own. The boy adored her, trusting her more than anyone else. But one week, something changed. 3 mornings in a row, she arrived late. First by a little, then by much. By the 3rd day, the merchant's patience snapped. Before his family at the breakfast table, he struck the table with his palm and declared, "You are dismissed. Leave this house. Discipline is non-negotiable." The woman's lips trembled, but she gave no excuse. She bowed her head and accepted the sentence. Tears filled the boy's eyes as he clung to her clothes, begging his father not to send her away. But the merchant, cold in his certainty, turned his face away. That night, the mansion was silent. The boy wept in his bed. The wife watched her husband with quiet disapproval. And for the first time, the merchant felt a shadow of doubt. The next morning, before the sun rose, he did something he had never done before. He followed her. He watched from a distance as she walked. Mile after mile, barefoot on dusty roads, shoulders heavy but steady. He expected her to turn toward her small home, but instead she stopped at a crumbling hut. Through the doorway, he saw her kneel beside a frail old woman lying on a mat. With gentle hands, she cleaned her mother's brow, fed her porridge from a calabash, and whispered, "Do not worry, Mama. I will work today. I will care for you tonight." The merchant's chest tightened. The truth struck him harder than any spear. She was not careless. She was not lazy. She had been carrying 2 worlds on her shoulders, his household by day, her mother's suffering by night. That evening, he returned to her doorstep. His proud voice was gone. His words were low, uncertain. "I wronged you. I judged without knowing. Forgive me." The woman bowed her head. "My struggles are not yours to carry, master." But the merchant shook his head. "They are mine, for I cast judgment where I should have offered kindness. From this day, you are not a servant in my house. You are family. My son needs you. My home needs you. And I need the lesson you have taught me." Tears filled her eyes as she nodded. When she returned to the compound, the boy ran to her with open arms, clinging to her as though he would never let go again. From that day forward, she no longer walked miles in silence. The merchant provided care for her mother and a carriage for her journeys. His wife treated her as a sister. And his son, who once cried in despair, now laughed in joy. The merchant never again judged a person by their lateness, nor by appearances, for he had learned what his wealth and rules had blinded him. 2. That sometimes the ones we dismiss are the ones carrying the heaviest burdens, and that true strength is not found in iron discipline, but in quiet kindness. And so the tale spread across villages and markets. A wealthy man who thought himself wise was humbled by a woman of sacrifice. And to this day, the people say, before you judge a person's steps, look at the road they walk in the dark. What have you learned from this story? Let us know in the comments section. Thank you for watching.